me almost an entire day to get out of Afghanistan because we were covered in snow. So I finally made it to Ramstein, Germany, and they had told me when a soldier dies, they go to Dover Air Force Base and for the dignified transfer. And they had said, you know, his body has to be transferred by such and such time, such and such date. And I'm sitting there watching the clock, thinking, I'm gonna miss it, I'm gonna miss it. So I'm in Germany for about 8 hours, and they come and say, okay, we're delayed 30 minutes. I'm thinking, oh my God. He says, we have another hero coming in. We need to get his body situated and we'll be ready to go. And I said, do we know who the heroes are? And he said, yeah, of course. And I said, is one of them my husband? And he looked like he had seen a ghost. He said, yes, you're taking your husband home for his final trip.
Aww.
So we flew into Dover, and I met my kids. And the next month was a blur. I said I wanted to have him buried at Arlington. And they said, we're not sure we can do that because I was scheduled to deploy back to Afghanistan to rejoin my unit and complete my mission. And I said, that's not an option. So some really great guys put a lot of strings and made it happen. January 8th, he was laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery. And January 18th, I was back boots on ground in Afghanistan. I was there for right about a month, and my mom posted on Facebook a post that would yet again change my destiny. My son, then 9 at the time, said he did not understand why God did not answer his prayers to bring his daddy home safe, and he was terrified that his mom was not going to come home too. And I couldn't let that happen. At that point, I realized my children needed me more than my unit did. 4 days later, I was on a flight back to the States, but nobody knew I was coming home. My mom, my kids, nobody. And so on Valentine's Day, which was my 32nd birthday, I walked into my mom's office carrying a bouquet of flowers. And then the news crew then followed me to my children's school and videotaped me surprising my kids, which is how I wound up with Folds of Honor. I got a call that night saying, hey, we love you, we want to help you, we want to support you, your kids are getting scholarships. 3 days later, I was meeting... 3 days later, I was meeting Major Ed Polito with the Folds of Honor, and he says, not only are your kids getting $20,000 each for college, we're also giving you $5,000 each so they can go to private school this year. And I tell you what, as a single parent, as an only parent, having that is one less stress, one less thing I have to worry about and think about, you know, how am I going to do this? How am I going to take care of my kids? And the Folds of Honor has provided them an education that I could not have done without them. So with that, I would like to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to you guys for supporting Brantley Gilbert, and to Brantley Gilbert and Big Machine Label for supporting the Folds of Honor.